Psychological stress is an individual in the process of life adaptation of the physical and mental state of the tension. Many hails from different perspectives, such as you failed from an exam, or your parents did not understand you. You have a conflict with them. You cannot feel the care of your parents. Or the one who you fall in love with is not into you. The love is broken. Or your best friend begins to keep away from you. Less communication between you and your friend, and you feel you become lonely. One day, all this happens, you might feel sad and want to cry, and you have no way to help yourself. Now, don't give up. Take your phone and download my depression app. My depression now can to help you solve all the problems you meet. Our mobile apps stick to the people-oriented. We develop different programs according to the needs of different customers. First of all, according to the student to understand their own psychological situation to determine the extent of psychological stress. If the students can clearly understand the source of their own pressure, that is good. Of course, if the students cannot judge the cause of the pressure, our software will also provide some ways to help students analyze. We develop a questionnaire survey through the analysis of the student's psychological state. Our questionnaire is definitely based on privacy protection. Our software has a sensor function according to the student's daily activity to judge, such as the exercise, sleep. The sensor is not limited to daily routines. It can also share data and cooperate with other software, more accurate judgment of the main source of the stress of the students. Moreover, we can set up some games. Of course, these games are professionally. They are from the psychological industry, so that students can be in a relaxed state to understand the existence of their own pressure. After that, all the data will be placed in the data warehouse. We will find the most appropriate method for students through the data updates and analyze. We work with companies in multiple industries, which allows us to provide students with a variety of solutions. For example, we have closely tied with the hospital. We will develop psychological treatment for students. We provide network service. Students can be at home and can have psychological treatment. We can also provide on-site service to avoid the students in low self-esteem. Take a rest. The doctors are outstanding and professional. Secondly, we stand with the school on the unit front. For the student with psychological stress, we will find a professional contact with students or the student's family. We also work with the fitness industry, so that students from the inside to outside to change the psychological state of the problem. For example, by doing the exercise to distract the attention from the stress. Of course, food is the part of psychological treatment, good diet, but also a way to restore the mental recovery. Do you think that is over? Of course not. We will analyze and review the result of the treatment. We will get data to re-upload the data warehouse. If the student indicate a normal, come for the recovery. If there's any distributed situation, we will further provide a recovery method. We always match the best way to the students. We will help you to bring up the confidence for the studies and recover your relationship with your parents and help you to build a new relationship with your friend and get your new love. Please.
Introduce the key activities and the key partners from supplier perspective. Firstly, the mobile app focuses on specific tasks, like provides online stress tests to ensure the different levels of stress. Then, based on the test, app provides online psychology counseling that customer can communicate with psychologists. Since the customer can use this function anytime and anywhere, it can be more time and money saving and can be more efficient. Customer can through online music and games to release their stress. It can maximizing the functions of a mobile app. Specifically, this app provides special on-site services. This special consideration can extend customer growth and increase customer satisfaction. Regarding the key partners, the app will get help from outside experts, which are mobile companies and hospitals. This assists the app to gain financial and technological support, increasing reputation and customer satisfaction through more professional and skilled works, as well as rise profit. Now, let's move to technologies and key resources of the mobile app. Firstly, using electronic commerce to support primary activities. Through online communication instead of face-to-face can reduce the negative feelings of customers, such as nervous, anxious. It can optimize comparative advantage and can be more efficient. Then, regularly update the supporting intelligent tasking function, efficient use of database to analyze and facilitate customer research. This can improve data sharing, data consistency, and productivity. Meanwhile, cooperators through the use of information and knowledge discovery tools to extract information from existing data, which assists to make ad hoc queries and reports. Through this way, app will be more efficiently managing customer needs and information to provide more customer-oriented information and services.
Introduce the value proposition and customer segments, channels, and customer relationships. Firstly, I will introduce the value for the customers, and we can help the customers who not only have the mental health problem but also the pressure on spine. For this, I think the customer has the most serious problem is that they don't know how to release their pressure, and this application can give their advice for stress management. And there is also some bundling of the products and the service. For example, it's free for customer to talk with a psychologist who is a new user. And we also will always focus on the customers who has a higher pressure. And I think there are two types for our customer. One is students and another is employees. And also the students have two types. One is domestic and another is internationals. I think for the domestic students, maybe they can feel better than the international students. For example, for the international students, maybe they need to think about more about the life and the family, maybe and the language of the school and the grades and a lot of things. And for the employees, I think there's one which called the white collar workers, because they need to work a long time, and sometimes if they in a big company, they will have more pressure from their big boss. And let's move on the second point for the channels and the customer relationships. How can we keep and grow our customers? First one, we also will take the advertise on the web or somewhere, and we also will do the update our application frequently, and maybe we will provide some VIP program to provide some which can give the VIP customers more service, like the more advice of the customers. And how can we establish customer the relationship? I think there will be a feedback center which can get the feedback from our customers, and we also will do the keep in touch with them, and we maybe make some online chatting. And for our application, it's free to register, but you need to pay some extra service, like if you want to talk more with the psychologist, that maybe And you can also download our application on the App Store, and you also can visit our website. Thank you.
The first one is financial problem, second one is technical problem, and the third one is privacy problem. In financial aspects, although this application is not for profit, we may still have to support the maintenance costs. We have to connect to different parties, such as physical and medical experts, to seek their help and collaboration. It needs a lot of cost for both finding the support and operating the application. For this problem, I suggest placing efforts time in our app. If there's a surplus, we may use that money to develop an update version or create a fund to support the student with mental health issue. The second one, technical challenge. As we are not the expertise to develop an application, to create a brand new app, we may need expertise to fix the technical problem because we are quite sure we will face many different errors. So the expertise can keep the app running and may develop an update version. The third one, the privacy problem, is the main concern for digital world nowadays. There are many issues that customers worry about their privacy, including the location, photos, and personal information. We keep control who can access the information and the use of the information. We develop different level of employee to let which level of employee can access those information. More important, we will let the users know what information we will use before they using the app. If they are not feel comfortable for giving this kind of information, they can reject it and block the certain information before they use. By depression is a personalized application. It's customized the different function for the person. As more customers using it, we can collect their personal information to create the data warehouse. This data warehouse is important for the analyze and make good decision in the future. But there are three main problems we have to face, which are large cost to operate, technical problem when creating the app, and the main concern of privacy.